welcome to another video. This time I'd like to show off a pretty rare collectible that you're never going to see because they only made so many of these and made a long time ago. Take a look at this. This is the Judge Dredd Lawgiver MK2 from the Sylvester Stallone movie Judge Dredd. Now that movie was a big flop, and Judge Dredd is a little bit of a niche license. I don't know how many people out there really know about the mythology and the comic of Judge Dredd. But within that context, they made a fantastic, really awesome looking weapon in the movie. And this is the Lawgiver, which is the license issued weapon of a judge in that movie. And in the movie, there was all sorts of really cool things that that weapon could do. And Steve Dinzel of ST Studios created a limited edition run prop replica of that gun. So let's talk about it. First of all, this is modified off of a airsoft gun. So it is a working airsoft. You can actually put gas pellets in here. You can shoot BB pellets. This is actually the area we can load the pellets. And you can actually put the gas pellet in here, and with it, you can actually shoot, okay? But that's not all. This is also very heavy. It's mixed media with metal and the whole 9 yards, okay? But that's not all, because they also modified it to make it really feel like the weapon from the movie. For one thing, it's fingerprinted to your hand, which means that if you just press the trigger without gripping the gun, or if the wrong person grips the gun, you'll hear this. And basically 1 million volts of electricity are sent through the handle, and it just basically shocks you to death. Now, if you actually grasp it with the whole hand, and it recognizes your fingerprint, it will activate, okay? It activates in rapid fire mode, and it's also keyed in to your voice to change. So let me demonstrate. Grenade. Armor piercing. Double whammy. Flare. Rapid fire. So it's keyed into your voice. It will actually change as you go through. And then there's a muzzle flash. As you can see, it counts the ammo down here, and when you're all out, it'll say lethal rounds exhausted. You can move on to the next setting, grenade. And then here goes, grenade. Armor piercing. Double whammy. Flare. Rapid fire. And as you can see, at rapid fire, you're still out. Lethal rounds exhausted. Now, how do you refill it? You take out the magazine, and then you pop it back in, and you can see it reloads. And then it also switches off. If you want to turn it back on again, if you are a real judge, it recognizes your fingerprints, it goes on, okay? So you can imagine this has a lot of amazing functionality. If it rests within a few seconds, it will go into automatic lockdown mode. You can see the blue right there. The muzzle flash actually is synchronized with the type of bullet you have it set on. So rapid fire, it rapid fires, the muzzle flash is rapid fire. Double whammy, you actually see a flash twice as you go. So this is, again, a really amazing prop replica as far as accuracy and what it does and how well it replicates what the movie does. It's an amazing piece of actually electrical engineering and prop replica making. Steve should be very proud of himself for doing it. If you go on YouTube and you try to find it, you'll find that most of the videos are actually by a guy named Irv Plechter. And I think he is the gentleman who actually did all of the wiring and all of the electronics. This sounds fantastic. It sounds like it's from the movie. There are other versions of this gun that are out there. And there's versions, for instance, on YouTube where it actually gives you dialogue from the movie and all of that. And those are fine, but I kind of prefer this because it does away with all of that filler. It just gives you the voice commands that the gun itself has in the movie. And there's not a lot of great videos showing it. There's only one, I think, from a Spanish collector, and he had a really nice one demonstrating the functions. So it's sort of a blast from the past, and I wanted to also take the opportunity to go over those functions, and I did, just showing you on both sides. It's a very nice, heavy piece. Here's the front, and again, if you grip it, and then it recognizes your handprint, your fingerprints as a judge, goes right up top. Grenade, and it recognizes. So what I'm gonna do is, just to demonstrate, I'm going to take over the camera, and I'm gonna have my daughter, Abby, try to grab the gun and shoot it, and we'll see what happens. Now it's in lockdown mode. So here we go. Okay, so Abby, take the gun up like you saw me do. Be careful, it's very heavy.
I know.
And then try to pull the trigger. Try to pull the trigger. Try to pull the trigger. Okay, put the gun back down. As you can see, it does not recognize your fingerprints. You are not a judge. But if I grab it and I actually try to activate it, it recognizes my finger, and you can fire now. So overall, an amazing prop, amazing piece of engineering, voice recognition, fingerprint recognition, very nice, very heavy, a working airsoft gun on top of all of that. I'm going to show some close-up detail on this. You can see the insignia of the judge right here. It's weathered very nicely. There it is. I think they made about 35 of these initially. They made these a long time ago. I gotta say about 9-10 years ago. If you find this available, it's gonna come at a pretty penny, but I think it's worth every one of those pennies. It's still one of my favorite prop replicas, and when you demonstrate it for your friends, they always get a real kick out of it. And I hope you do too, watching this on a YouTube video. So until the next one, take care. Bye-bye.